Listen as I read Colossians 3:12. Put on then, as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. So we're making our way down through Colossians 3. We're talking about our responsibility as Christ followers in light of Colossians 2, by which we have understood that God has given us this great salvation through Jesus Christ. He has forgiven us, given us new life. Now, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the things that we need to put off as Christ followers. And if you remember, I told you that that phrase is literally to take off, like we would take off an old dirty set of clothes. And now Paul flips it and says, now this is what you need to put on. And what I want you to think about for a moment today as we think about this verse is that life abhors a vacuum. In other words, things that are empty do not remain empty at all. You know this if you have a junk room. You go through it and you clean it out in the spring. You say, there, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. I'm going to throw it in the dumpster. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to have a yard sale. And 6 months later, what happens? That room is full again. Everybody has a junk drawer. Same principle applies. And that goes with our lives as well. We put off all of these old characteristics, the anger and the wrath and the malice and all these other things that should not characterize us as Christ followers. And what Paul is challenging us with here today is that now you need to replace those old behaviors with godly ones. And I want you to see that he gives us the reason why we do this. As God's chosen ones, holy and beloved. My friends, think about this. God, through his Son, Jesus Christ, has provided salvation for you at great cost. By his grace, he has taken you from the slave market of sin. He's forgiven all of your trespasses and offenses against him. He's given you new life by his grace because he wants to, not because you or I deserve it. And so Paul says, on that basis, on the basis of everything that God has done for you in Jesus, change your behavior. Put on these new characteristics. Set the old aside and begin to cultivate these new habits and this new lifestyle. Compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, patience. We could talk for a half an hour about each one of those. But I want you to see here overall, and then next time we're going to zero in on a couple of these, but overall, a gentleness of spirit, my friends. A loving attitude toward other people. Why? Again, because God has acted toward you and I with such great love that we cannot even begin to comprehend it. For that reason, my friends, put on compassionate hearts and act kindly and gently toward each other for his sake.